Welcome everybody to the first episode of Man Bites Media, Man Bites Film segment. This is basically only going to be reviewing movies that are streaming currently on Netflix that are Netflix originals. And that means only movies that are produced, directed, brought together by the Netflix company. So that is our primary focus here, and we're going to give you the best and weirdest choices that are currently streaming on Netflix by doing so. My name is Gecko. If you've never seen this show before, basically we talk about movies, but we don't give away the spoilers and we don't give away the main plot points of the film. We concentrate on comparing it to other films and possible alternatives that you might actually enjoy if you want to watch this movie. So this week we are going to be reviewing the Mercury 13. This film blew my mind completely. This is a documentary, original, Netflix original, obviously. And basically, it follows the first women that were chosen to go into space. Or so they thought. These 13 women were all pilots. And in 1961, the United States basically put out a calling all pilots distress signal to every single person that was out in the United States, whether they're male or female. They said, bring me the brightest, bring me the best. And I want to make all of these people possibly become astronauts. I will possibly give them the opportunity to go into space, not only to see outer space, but be the first to explore space in all of human history. So, of course, one of the most thrilling things that pilots do are like, yes, I want the newest, latest, amazing thing to be part of my career. So, what did all these people do? They started signing up for these programs. The U.S. government had nowhere even to begin with all the pilots that came forward. So they started making these tests that were so close to impossible to pass that only the best and brightest can pass. And those are the ones that became the astronauts. And the Lovelace Foundation was the one that actually created this test. And now, mind you, even with the whole women's rights movement and women's suffrage movement of the 60s and 70s, it was still not commonplace for women to become astronauts or pilots for that matter. And there's a group of 13 female pilots that all had the idea of, no, there is no borders, there is no difference. I can do anything a man can do, if not better. So I want to put my foot down and I want to go and try out for that. So Mercury 13 were formed. These are 13 women that not only were they women that were pilots, but they were women that were willing to take on the establishment, willing to take and tear down all the borders and bridges and just completely blow away that ceiling that all these men put in place in the government. And Lovelace put them through the same test and put them through all the same rigorous physical, mental, and any type of test that they could imagine. These 13 women passed. Yet, they were not given the opportunity. That's what this documentary follows. It follows the story of how these women were able to run for this test, how they reacted to these tests, and how it felt to be discriminated for the first time, and really brought down and said, look, you can't do this. You're not going to do this. And failure, which most of these women have never been able to see because, yeah, they were super successful. And up to that point, honestly, nobody had any idea of what it would be to be an astronaut. But government put its foot down and said, nope, women will not be astronauts. So not until the 1990s, we did not have a female astronaut. And that's not for a lack of trying, because these women not only set the groundwork for all women that wanted to be astronauts, but it set the groundwork for the feminist movement in the right way. It set the examples for every young child of that era to say, I can do it. Anything a man can do, I can do, if not better. And I really, really respect these 13 women that were able to basically say F you to all these men and say, I can do this. So, the Mercury 13, the film itself is fantastic. It gives you information, it's entertaining, it's very emotional, and it makes you feel what these women felt, which is fantastic. And it gives you all this information that I didn't know about before watching this film. So if you are into any type of documentaries or learning about different eras and different causes that people did, if you're a feminist, oh my god, you definitely have to watch this. You have to really watch this, because this should be an inspiration for you and should inspire you to do what these women did and tried to do. Anybody that's into equal rights, into bringing forward the best foot, the best attitude, honestly, and anybody that's into history at all, you will really enjoy this documentary because it dissects all this stuff and it really brings out the best of humanity and the worst of it. So I give this film an 8 out of 10, and I really recommend this. Mercury 13 is the name of the movie, the documentary that is currently streaming on Netflix original. And this is the first episode of many, hopefully, of Man Bites Media Netflix original segment. And I really hope you enjoyed this, and please continue following us, subscribe to us, and also check out our sister podcast that we have, sister podcasts, because I have multiple ones going out, and we'll be launching with this particular episode. Almost about 8 hours of content will be coming up on the same day that this drops. So please check us out on www.manbitesfilm.com, and you'll be able to see all our content, including personalities that you've seen in the past and more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys soon.